A Lego brick. Another Lego brick. You can build with it. This is a dog. This is the doghouse. This is the house with the doghouse. This is the road to the house with the doghouse. This is the tower on the road to the house with the doghouse. And in good weather, you can see the little dog at the very bottom of the tower. You can build anything with Lego.
Alright, we need to talk about the future of Lego. I've been building Lego since I was 5, but 2026? This might be the year I finally tap out. We've reached a point where a box of plastic costs more than a car in some cases, and Lego is trying to convince us that smart bricks are the future. Spoilers, they're not. They're a mess. Today, we're looking at the truth about why Lego is kind of failing in the community right now. On January 5th, 2026, Lego announced the Smart Brick. Look, I get it, tech is everywhere, but who actually asked for an £80 X-Wing and a £90 Millennium Falcon that's about the same size as the midi-scale one that makes pew-pew noises for you? Part of the magic of Lego was just using your own brain to make sound effects. Now Lego is basically saying, hey, you're too boring, let this £40 sensor do the work for you. And don't even get me started on the apps. We've seen this move before with Hidden Side and Video. In 3 years, the app will be buggy, the Bluetooth won't connect, and your expensive smart set is just a paperweight with batteries in it. It's e-waste disguised as a toy, and it's insulting to the fans who just want to, build. Then there's the money. Lego used to be for everyone. Now it's for people with a spare £600 and a dedicated Lego room. The price hikes this year are actually insane. And the worst part, the quality is dipping. I'm seeing £300 sets with stickers that don't match the brick colour, and brittle brown is still a thing in some of these new batches. You can't charge luxury prices and give us budget quality control. It feels like Lego knows we're addicted, and they're just seeing how much they can squeeze out of us before we snap. And honestly, because of all this, I found myself doing something I never thought I'd do. I've been hitting up AliExpress for Lego alternatives, and the truth is, they aren't actually that bad. In fact, some of these off-brand sets have better clutch power and more consistent colours than the official sets I bought recently. Look, I don't want them to be my go-to. I want to support the original designers and have that official Lego logo on my studs. But when Lego is charging a premium for smart gimmicks and failing on basic quality control, they're basically forcing my hand. If I can get a 3,000-piece modular building that looks incredible for a third of the price of a mid-range Star Wars set, why wouldn't I? It feels like Lego has forgotten that they have competition now, and until they start respecting the community's wallets again, my mail day is going to keep coming in those unbranded grey plastic bags.
Space, the final frontier. These are the adventures of Legoland Space. Its unending mission to explore the depths of imagination, to seek out brave new worlds of excitement, to boldly go where no child has gone before. Each set sold separately.
Now, I don't want to be a total hater. Even with all the corporate greed, there are a couple of sets this year that actually remind me why I love this hobby. I haven't managed to get my hands on these yet, mostly because my bank account is screaming, but man, they look incredible. Let's take a quick look at some of Lego's biggest achievements so far, in my opinion. First, let's take a look at the architecture Sagrada Familia. Now this thing is a beast, over 12,000 pieces. It's basically a rite of passage for builders. Even if you hate the price, you have to admit the engineering is insane. They managed to capture all that crazy detail without needing a single smart gimmick. It's just pure, complex building. It's the kind of set that makes you remember that Lego can still be art when they stop trying to be a tech company.
You can build anything with Lego.
The Creel House set is arguably the one time in 2026 that LEGO actually remembered how to reward their core fans. It's an absolute masterclass in atmosphere. They've managed to capture that oppressive, haunted 1950s aesthetic perfectly, and the transition to the upside-down version is even more seamless than the original buyer's house. The way the red Vecna vines bleed through the floorboards and the inclusion of the grandfather clock as a central looming build shows a level of detail that makes you forget about the corporate greed for a second. It's a rare, tactile experience where every single brick feels like it was placed by a fan of the show rather than a board of directors trying to sell you a device.
Lego is here. Hey, kids, look. A whole new world to build. 'Cause Lego is here.
This young boy had such fun. He used Lego one by one. With an knick-knack, paddywhack, doodle double plane. This young boy glad Lego came.
Lego, a whole new world to build.
This young girl had such fun. She used Lego one by one. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, built a house of grand. This young girl's a Lego fan.
Build hotels, animals, people, boats, skyscrapers, and more. So kids, get your Lego set now at department and toy stores everywhere. Lego, the sensation of Europe, now made in America by Samsonite, who make it better.
However, the horrible truth stays the same. LEGO is losing its way. They're obsessed with tech gimmicks and investor prices, and the actual community is getting left behind. I'm still building for now, but my shelf space is getting smaller, and my patience is getting thinner. What do you guys think? Is the smart brick the beginning of the end? Or am I just being an overdramatic LEGO fan? Let me know what you think in the comments. See you in the next one. Peace.
Each set sold separately.